Steve-O back with you. I've got a little friend with me here. It's a made in Mexico Fender Precision Bass, 1995. They lovingly refer to this model as the Cowpoke, and you can see that it has kind of a country western vibe. It's got an original 50s P bass kind of thing going on here. You can see it's got stacked controls, passive PJ pickups, active preamp. So 95, these were only made for a couple years. They're pretty rare. You don't see a lot of them. You've got volume, you've got selection. It's a blend pot, stacked blend pot. Then you've got your high boost cut. It's active, so you can boost it or you can cut it. And then bass. You got bass boost cut too. So gives you a little bit of flexibility. It sounds like a PJ bass. You can get a P sound, you can get a jazz sound. They're not totally pure tones because you got a blend pot. So it's going to be, kind of a mishmash of the two pickups. And you can dial in a little bit of tone with those boost cuts. Give yourself a little more bottom or a little more air up top clarity. So what I want to do for you here today is play it a little bit for you. I've got my Fender Play app going here. I'm going to kick a little beat here, and I'll run through the pickup configurations. I'll tweak the high cut and low cut and boost so you can get a sense of what this thing sounds like. I'm running directly from the bass into my Yamaha MG06X mixing board. The bass, the low and high are flat on the mixing board, and it's running directly into my PreSonus Audio Box i2, and then into my ancient 2009 iMac. Yeah, it's old. Some of you out there, this computer might be older than you. Yeah, but it's still working. And believe it or not, I'm using Photo Booth for this. No post-editing at all. It's not going into a DAW. It's getting recorded directly into Photo Booth and into this video. So there's no EQ, there's no compression, there's nothing on this bass except what you hear. If you went to a studio or you went to a club and plugged this thing into a direct box to the PA, what you're going to hear in this video is what you would hear in that situation. So I'm trying to give you as true a sense of what it sounds like as I can. So without further ado, here it is. It's the 1995 made in Mexico Cowpoke Precision Bass. How about some drums, please? let's kick the beat again, and I'll show you the boost cut. And hopefully I won't blow up the input on my preamp. Oh no! Here we go. Now for the low boost cut. Here we go. Here it is with the bass completely taken out of it. No bass. There you go. So just a little sample. I'm going to throw it in the middle here. I'm going to just kind of balance. There's no detente on the adjustments, so you just kind of have to feel it out and see where the halfway point is, or dial it in by ear, whatever you like. I liked it with a little bit of extra bass added to it. It fattened up the bottom a little bit. If you're into active basses, that's what it's for. You know. There's no mid boost cut. So could you slap and pop on this? Yeah, you could dial in some high end clarity for that nice high end. What if we max out both the bass and the treble? Let's see. This is with the P pickup only. You know, it gives you a nice scooped, definitely a good tone for slapping. Notice I'm not slapping because that's not my thing. It's ugly. You don't want to see it. It's ugly. No slapping. Slapping right here. That's all the slapping you get. So, it gives you a nice smile. You can hear it. There's not a lot of mid content there when you dial up both of those boosts, the low and the high. And of course, you can tweak it whatever way you want. If you're playing through a stomp, if you're playing through, you know, X, Y, Z bass head, you know, you can adjust it to whatever you need. So it's got some nice tones. It's a cool little bass. If we dial it all the way back to the bridge pickup now, bridge pickup only, with the high boost and the low boost maxed. sounds nice too. It's punchy. You know, it's got a great tone. So with all that said, hey, if you can get your hands on one of these, if you're into active basses, but you're really into PJ basses, this might be the one for you. Got to keep an eye out on Reverb and eBay. Every once in a while they pop up. They were only made for 2 years, and so you won't find a lot of them around. This is a pretty nice specimen, and it's going to be on its way to Las Vegas to a new owner. I have way too many PJ basses, and I'm going to let this one fly. Or, since it's a cowpoke, get along, little doggy. Hey, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Tell me what you think about this bass. Are you an active person or are you a passive person? Do you prefer an onboard active preamp, or do you want to have your own preamp, maybe a stomp box, you know, a Paradriver or a you know, a Tech 21, or maybe you're a GK Plex guy or gal, or maybe, you know, there are so many great preamps out there. Aguilar makes some great preamps. I have an HX Stomp here that I'm not using at the moment, but it's fabulous. I really dig it. So leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.